Secret World. Um, this is for the final week Frights. Now, just so you know, there might be some issues with the fact that there is a pretty big storm going on right now, so we might get cut off suddenly. Between now and... Oh, we get a letter. Ah, I've been granted an agent. Cool. Between last time we played and now, I did a little bit of research, so I do know what the password on this laptop is. Okay. Cool, I earn more SP by logging in. Alright. Subject, field deploying occult attractor V4. From Mission Control Valley, in case of emergency, each component has an individual signature on your tracker. Do not leave advanced occult technology behind in the field. Assembly sequence. 1. Engage PK unit. Engage PK pulse unit. 2. Affix manifest agitator. Well, that's not useful. Affix manifest agitator to PK pulse unit. 3. Affix etheric transponder antenna to manifest agitator. 4. Assume minimum safe distance before power up. Disassemble in reverse order to avoid etheric spikes, possible unwanted attention. Okay, so I think we're supposed to be putting things together. There should be a tracking device. Oh, there it is. Turn. Yes. Take the beacon tracker.
As inventory updated.
So now... That's our beacon tracker. Hold on. So that's going to be shift 3. Okay.
Radar module activated.
So supposedly... From what I read, the closer we get to our target, the faster Ow. Stopped.
Radar module activated.
Good to know. Our wisdom flows so sweet taste in the sea. Okay.
Hated.
Ah. So it said to take it apart piece by piece. Whoop, I think I just called something. Yep, I did. Okay, then, okay then. Okay, it said we have to take it apart backwards. The antenna. Yeah, I thought she saw us. Okay then. There's also a thing. Okay. There we go. Somehow I took that apart without realizing I was doing so. So, good job, me. Okay, so Control R. It is said the technology of the Orochi Group is 20 years in advance of their competitors. Did those 20 years save them here? Did that technology serve them any better than our predictions? Witness the microcosm and the whole reliance on rigid rules will be the downfall of Orochi. Their dragon is false, manufactured machines, straight lines and square boxes. They quarantine themselves from chaos in white rooms and black vans, ignorant that chaos ignores lines. Change overcomes walls. In 20 years, none of them shall remain but machines, still measuring what they could never understand. Okay, thank you then. Don't know what that bag was. A gun. Okay then. Let's go see what quest this unfortunate corpse gives us. The sinking waters have revealed the dreadfully mangled corpse of a man chained to an engine block. It's clear he was murdered. The only clue to what happened to him and why lies in a keyring clutched in his bloated fingers. The drowned victim held a keyring with a plastic bauble that reads Edward's Scrapyard, no questions asked. It's as good as lead as any. Go to the scrapyard and find the car which the keys belong to. Okay. So, the scrapyard is, over near where we met Danny. There's the skate park. Scrapyard is somewhere around it. Oh, never mind. Scrapyard's over here. It is around it. It's just not quite the same spot. Okay. We're going to follow the road. Generally spares us having to deal with bullshit we don't want to deal with. And yes, that makes it far harder to see me, but it also makes it easier for me to see the screen, so. Mistaken, we have to go into the scrapyard through the front. Discovered Edgar's scrapyard. That's apparently not the front, but I guess I could jump on those dumpsters and go over the fence. Would not be my first time to enter a place that way. Scrapyard defense. Edgar wants to keep the zombies and drug out of his scrapyard. Barricades help, but supporting a defense with grosses and other homemade concoctions will help even more. Edgar has homemade defenses lying around that can be used to stop zombies and drugs from entering the scrapyard. Find the supplies and strengthen the nearby barricades. This will actually give us a pet dog, which is fun, but we're going to hold off on that just for a minute. Full metal golem. Edgar needs parts to finish his bus. Problem is, the parts have walked out on him, recovering the missing parts so Edgar can finish the bus. Tier 1, Edgar is trying to repair his bus, believing it to be his ticket off the island. The problem is that all of the parts are turning into scrap metal golems that walk out on him, recovering the missing parts for Edgar. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Edgar first.
Couldn't tell you much about the day that goddamn fog rolled in. I remember seeing it out in the bay. Thick and dark, like pea soup. I went outside for a look-see, you know? And then everything went black. I woke up the next morning back in my trailer, splitting headache, like sharp things were crawling around inside my brain. Tango barking like crazy, and Cash staring at the door like something spooked him good out there. Something big and stinky. The fog took the whole town, or most of it. Replaced them with Smurfs and Frankensteins. Now I call them Frankensteins on account of the movies, see? Dead men walking, get it? And the Smurfs, big blue bastards with spikes and claws, those walking brains running the whole fucking freak show. Jeez, not that it made much of a difference around here. The town was filled with vermin and whores and devil worshippers long before that fog rolled in. Sure, you got your survivors back at the sheriff's office. That Bannerman lady, Andy, and that big guy, the outsider with the bike. What's his name? Elk? Deer? Gives a shit. Then there's Hawthorne, the pastor. That's not a man you should trust, let me tell you that. He's got Skeletors in his wardrobe. I'm telling you the truth. And that gypsy fortune teller, if she's still alive, the harlot, never slept with me. Slept with half the town, though, including the shrink, sheriff's husband, Bannerman. Hell, as for Norma, she's all right, but I feel a whole lot safer out here alone with my hounds. It's not the first time we've had an incident around these parts now. I've seen things, bad things, slimy things, things with 100 sharp teeth, 1,000 black eyes, and terrible thoughts that chew and claw their way into your brain, so that it hurts like a motherfucker. Makes your nose bleed. Gives you terrible nightmares. And they stay there. They never, ever leave you. I'm a genuine local. Grew up right here on Solomon Island, just south of town, at the Overlook Motel. Used to be nice down there. Red oaks in the forest, beautiful ocean view. Place all boarded up these days. Been that way since those guests just up and vanished. Those lights and knocking sounds at night. Screams. Word of mouth got around. People stopped coming. And we had to shut down. Now that whole business at the motel started when the Englishman disappeared. Never saw the man again. Left all his luggage and everything. Didn't even pay up. Wicker, I think his name was. I think it was Wicker. Yeah, his room smelled like cigarettes and booze and sulfur and English stuff, you know. And there was this sticky black stuff all over. I remember because I had to clean it up afterwards. By that point, my mama had had enough. What with Pa dying and all. And then Henry and Tom Dexter. So she left for Florida, said I had to fend for my own from now on. At least I had the scrapyard. Been running that ever since. Everyone always told me I'd never amount to much. Everyone said my mama and Tom. Tom Dexter's his name. Now he believed in me. Tom always believed in me. Then he died. And I had nothing. Nothing but his memories inside my brain. And the yard. Of course I had the yard and my dogs. And my projects. I always got my projects. Those fuckers back in town. They'll be howling a different tune when they watch me ride out of here. Waving my handkerchief, blowing exhaust up their tight assholes. Fuck you! They're gonna be sorry for treating me the way they did. Calling me a retard and bad-mouthing my mama. God bless her soul. They're gonna pay for what happened to Tom Dexter, I'll tell you that too. I swear on my life. I got a list for my bus. It's a short list for a short bus. God damn, I'm funny. It's got me on top, of course. Then my dogs. Mrs. Creed. She's on there. Andy, if he asks nicely with politeness. The widow Franklin. She's welcome to have a seat. And the engine fella, Red. Yeah, maybe him too. And the rest of them? Devil worshippers, whores, liars, and cheaters. They can watch the rest of us roll out of here. Over the bridge and through the fog. They can rot in here until the day of judgment. Until the day of Exodus. Jesus Christ! Do I look like a college professor? I ain't got no fancy words. All my genius is in my hands. Frankly, they got neither the time nor patience to be explaining shit to you. Just don't give up, do you? Look, quantum motors is just motors, except you don't see the motor. You following? Gotta shut your eyes and focus on the sub and tonics of things. You see the itty-bitties? They go in one end, then gazillions of tiny little gears start grinding up against each other, and then poof! You get these bitty titties shooting out the other end.
Okay, then. Well, let's go ahead and pick up one of his quests.
Tango! Cash! Down, boys! I said down! Hush or you'll taste a stick. You know you will. Shut your pie holes, boys! We got ourselves visitors. Woohoo! And this one's breathing. Oh, yeah. Now that's more like it. Ooh, them mean some bitches. Sooner bite a chunk off your BUT as look at you. Watch as you don't make eye contact, particularly with Cash there. That's the one right there. You don't much care for that. and he's the friendly one. Hey, Tango, leave that arm alone. It's infected. Fucking dumb motherfucker. Jesus Christ on a bicycle. Fucker's got a taste for Frankies. Oh, dog's been keeping the yard clean. Goddamn Frankensteins get spooked by him. Those who don't get spooked, they get torn into tiny little pieces. Even I get sick of watching them go at it. And I've seen some sick shit in my life. But the boys, they can't get to all of them. Frankies and Smurfs keep popping up like bunny rabbits at Easter. Boom, boom, you know what I mean? You a dog person? Cats are good for nothing, except as yowling dish rags. You been a hero and all? I'm guessing it don't matter much. You ain't got a choice. You're here to fight Frankies and those mutant Smurfs, right? I even got some toys you can play with. Toys that go boom and splat. Don't ask me where I get them, because I won't tell you, and they ain't none of your business, you understand me? Look at that serious face on you. So now, maybe my boys can take a breather while I get some work done on the short bus from hell right here. We got ourselves a deal, hero. Mind you keep the noise down. Tango and Cash are the sensitive types, you know? But I reckon they'll be happy to pick through the pieces after.
Okay then, so. That's not what I told her to do. Hold on just a sec. Hi KL Shine, and yes, it is the middle of the night in the US, but I stream in the middle of the night because I am a night shift worker on the days that I work. So, for me, this is the best time for me to stream on my days off. Apologies for having missed your comment until just now. I don't tend to see them because my stream covers them up, and I can't get the overlay working for me. Alright, so. Edgar's toy.
Temporary abilities acquired.
Fun. Place the flaming barrel near the barricade. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna bounce over the barricade. So that I can check out my abilities. Flaming barrels. That one. What is this one? Pulse grenade. Okay. So we're gonna put flaming barrel here. I'm gonna put failed. Yeah, okay. I do not like these things that give me temporary abilities, because it never works as well as I want it to. just wanted me to run back to him, talk to him. Or not even talk to him, just go back to him. Alright, let's pick up a barrel.
Temporary abilities acquired.
Just a second, I'm going to try and fix something, because right now I can't actually see what the temporary abilities are. One moment, you're just going to see a little bit of the screen just sitting there. Let's see. Of course. Okay, so this one is pulse grenade. That's a healing potion, I don't need that. Flame on barrel. Oh, that's a healing ability. Okay, that's a personal. So 5 is pulse grenade, 6 is my burning barrel. Okay. Pop the barricade. This time, I'm going to put the barricade in front of the one that's going to blow up sooner, or get hit sooner. Of course they come from the wrong one. Pulse grenade. You know what? Okay. Locate the second batch of defenses. I hate trying to get through these narrow passages. It would be a lot easier if I actually had a mouse, but I don't. Because I'm playing on a laptop and I did not ever bother to set up a mouse on it. Okay, so
The abilities acquired.
So now I've got the flaming barrel and the pulse grenade in this third one, which is a gunk barrel. Okay, so that'll slow them down. We're going to be working with a different... Alright. We're going to put the gunk barrel... flaming barrel relatively close to it. Oh, Darger. Really gave me my actual abilities. What I wanted. Congratulations, you gained a new cache. Okay. Except I don't have any... cache keys, so, okay. Locate the third batch of defenses. So thus far we found a gunk barrel, a burning barrel, and there should be... Oh. They're not inside the junkyard, they're outside it. Okay. At least I'm looking at things right. One of the scrap golems. We'll be fighting one of those soon enough. Third set of barricades. Okay.
Temporary abilities acquired.
Okay, so this also got me a trash barrel. I want to see what the trash barrel does. Stunsins. Okay. The stench is indescribable. Nice. Okay, so let's go ahead. Before I place the trash barrel, we're going to drop a gunk barrel. Oh, no, we're going to drop a trash barrel right there. And let's go ahead and drop a fire barrel. I swear, if it makes me do this whole thing over again, like steps 1, 2, and 3, and not just step 3, I'm gonna be so pissed. It'll probably make me do them all over again. Just based on experience.
What do you want?
Edgar, your shit doesn't work. Oh good, I only have to do the last one. Seriously though, this time, just dropping the barrels. I'll drop the trash barrel last, and then I will just switch straight back to my regular abilities. Because I have a much easier time killing shit that way. Fence is shit, Edgar. So one of your dogs are having to kill things for you.
Temporary abilities acquired.
Okay. Back out here. We're gonna drop Stink barrel. Fire barrel. Where are they coming from? Should be another batch heading over here. No, you're gonna put the wrong damn barrel. Hey. Come on, seriously? Damn it. Okay. I think I'm gonna pick up the quest to kill the golems for the moment instead, and then I'll go back and finish the third phase. Because I'm getting frustrated, and I know getting frustrated never helps. Okay. So I don't have a choice. I've got to finish Scrapyard Defense, or else if I pick up Full Metal Golem, it's going to close that quest. Okay. Hey, remember that thing about find the car that the dude's key belongs in? Must be one of these. Well, that didn't work. Okay. He didn't pick it up. that lucky. Okay, so it's not these two. Kill 10 golems. Fine. Fit. Let you have counts. Another golem. First time I ever came to this scrapyard, I was woefully underleveled, and it was not a good thing. Okay, so...
Temporary abilities acquired.
So in this case, there's only the one barrel, from what I'm seeing. Or one barricade. See, none over here. So I need to just stay right by this thing once I've placed my barrels. So first things first. I got to the very last wave this time, though, so that's better than it has been. Damn it. Okay. I don't really have any gear today. Worth trading out. I want to get done because I want to get the pet dog. Just saying. I want the dog. But I don't want to keep banging my head against this if it's just going to keep failing. Another trunk to check. Ah. Oh, fun. I opened up a, Okay, then. Found a corpse and some cash. It's just a standard your field report's been received. Which gives me more junk jewelry I don't need. Grab stink barrel.
Abilities acquired.
Yeah, I know I've got the abilities. Not that they do jack shit. Okay, so let's go ahead and 2, 6, 4. We're gonna run back to the barricade itself. Still right. Been doing just gonna stand and they kill him. Alright. We're not going to keep working on this one. Not today. What else do we have? Let's see what quests. Follow the trail of traps. Okay. I'm just getting tired of running my head against a wall, so we're gonna work on something else for a little bit. Come back to this later. I'll get the dog when I can. There's a... Some of these we've already done. Like the flamethrower, we've done that one. Danny, why won't it let me talk to you? Do I have to be standing in front of you? So that one's on cooldown, can't do it. I've already done that one. Okay. That one's the one that says, hey, let's go to the, that just says words. That's okay. So that's the failed. I don't remember where we start this. Follow the trail of traps. It's gotta be down this way, though. I will kill the horses. Thank you. I think I need to cross the bridge. It should take me to the Orochi room again. Or not. Different bridge, obviously. This takes me back to Kingsmouth. Move. You're in my way. I want to know what quest this is taking me to. Killed him. Okay. You can see how he's grayed out. That means I've already done that one. So we're going to... Severed hand I've already done. I can't wait till I can replace this computer with one that is actually built for gaming. Like, am I still going to using a laptop? Sure. But a laptop that's built for gaming and therefore won't stutter and freeze up like this one does when I'm trying to play things. So I might get a frame rate that's a little bit better. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. Okay, so here is the police station. Whatever I'm doing is on the other side of it. I sometimes wonder what all of these other players that I see sometimes think. When they see me trying to run through town and, just like running into walls, freezing in place, running in place, etc., etc. Do they go, that person just has a shit computer, or do they go, that person's an idiot? Because they're right on both counts, but I'd like to know which one it is. I have no idea where this is taking me. I'm just kind of following this, this arrow. Not following it particularly well, mind you, but I'm following it. Now I can't get... Oh, I stopped because I ran into a boulder. That's one bad thing about this game. It is dark, and so I can't see for shit half the time. So whatever I'm going for is somewhere this way. What is that? Is it up on the hill? Apparently I need to follow the road to get there. Which, for anyone who knows me, knows I don't necessarily like following the roads for the most part, because I like to run around on, you know, because I'm dumb mostly. I get lost. Okay, so you're telling me to go in here. But I'm pretty sure this is going to take me to the next zone. Sure. Why am I going to the Savage Coast? Okay. I mean, I know what's out there. That's no real surprise to me, but I'm not sure why it was telling me I had a quest to go there. I am pretty sure that this is going to take me to the boarding school, which might be where I stopped on one of my other characters because I chickened out, frankly. I do love how the details get more and more crisp and more color the longer it loads until finally it fully colors in, and then you know, actually load in. I'm getting closer. Okay. I want to figure out what this quest marker is. I'm wondering if, since I did level up, it's now wanting me to do the, the next step of... Okay. Oh, I've unlocked a new teleport location, aka Animal Well. Hey, a police radio. A police radio warns about an oncoming zombie assault, and a desperate voice asks for help stopping it before the undead reach Kingsmouth Town. Zombies are constantly pushing through the tunnel to Kingsmouth, assaulting the town and its few survivors. Stop them. Nope. We're not doing that one just yet. I think this is the hotel that, Edgar was talking about. I wondered where this thing went. Yep, that's the hotel. That is where Edgar grew up. However, whatever my quest is seems to be bringing me to this house over here. There's some basic zombies outside. Go to the marked house. What quest am I on? I'm at the marked house. Now what? These are all of those legends and stuff I've been picking up and forgetting to show you guys. At some point, I'm going to have to show them to you. So, okay, that shows me the emoteness. Quest. Is it this one? Yes. So I leveled up, and so Dawning of an Endless Night restarted for me. And that's what I've been tracking without realizing I was tracking it. Okay. Generally when it tells you to enter a basement or something like that, this is going to be kind of a mini dungeon type thing. So we'll see how it goes. Yep, solo instance. Illuminati Underground. These three, at least, and I think her too, I recognize from the opening, when you're just starting out, when you have to fight the Felth. Okay. I vaguely remember this. There's a puzzle I have to do. You can see the items for it. Yeah. Okay, so... So those are keystones.
Quick access inventory updated.
Okay. Thank you. So there's a skull. So I saw skull, enlightenment. Yin Yang. I don't know what it was I just picked up. There's the St. Andrew's Cross, I want to say. So we got some of them. There's the Freemason symbol. No, it isn't. There's something. There's the Illuminati pyramid. There's the Freemason symbol, and I think that's a Star of David. Yep. Oh, it's the Masonic symbol, which is the Freemasons. Pretty sure. Stairs to go back up. Okay, so... It's going to be the yin-yang. Whatever that one is. Masonic symbol. Pyramid. Skull. Star of David. Okay, they're all in. Okay, that didn't work. So there's the eye. Stop taking them off. Put the pyramid back. Okay, so... So they're all in except whatever that thing on top is. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be something down here that explains how the heck to do this. There does not appear to be. Okay. We're going to take everything off it again. Templar cross. Okay, that's what it is. Phoenix. Okay. Took them all off. Now we're going to pop this open and read the quest. Great. That gives us very little information. It's the Illuminati. Let's take a look at. Okay, so that's lump of coal. That's what I wanted. Okay. Find balance. Okay, so yin and yang, skull, phoenix, pyramid, eye. Okay, so yin yang. Skull. Last is going to be the eye. Oh, here we go. And with Beaumont and Cave's the damn thing. He beat us to it. Oh, and then he summoned a beast to fight. Good job. Okay then. I think I have to go in here.
You're lucky Boone's been keeping tabs on you, and that I got here when I did. Don't go hunting lions with pea shooters. Know your prey. I've been waiting for something to happen out here. It's been in the earth, in the air. It's why Boone and me came out here even before the fog. There's power on Solomon Island, the kind that spreads. Filth. And it's waking up. My friend Jack is fond of saying he's seen the worst of what this world has to offer. But he's dead wrong. That was just the beginning. I always knew worse things were headed our way. And now they've arrived. The man you're chasing carries something powerful and potentially dangerous. I'll do what I can to help, though I lack your particular talents. Hell, it took me 30 years of looking to learn how to cast a simple spell. Nope. I get too close to that artifact, it's a bad deal all around. I hear the whispers even now. I don't have your natural defenses. I'm afraid of what it might do to me. Of what it might make me do to all of you. I've been doing some digging. As far as I can tell, this relic is what brought the fog here. Or at least what controls it. Whoever wields it holds the fate of Solomon Island in their hands. I can't tell you where that tunnel leads, but the Illuminati dug and dug deep when they ruled this island. It's a network that stretches from Kingsmouth in the east to the Academy in the west. I don't know where this tunnel leads, but it's somewhere west of here.
I'm guessing that was... or not. That might be... okay. I thought maybe he was the Indian that Edgar was talking about, but I guess not. Apparently this is John Wolfe. At least I assume that is. Think, yeah, that's okay. So there's a carnival, or carnival grounds, long gone carnival on Solomon Island, along the Savage Coast. That's what that image we were seeing. There was a Ferris wheel in the background. So this is the same zone that my, I guess you'd call him my main character, is on. Or in, I guess, would be the term, because he's been running around the carnival. There's not that much to do there, but there's still some stuff. Okay, so if you look, that's another of those Akabi spider things. Another one. Things like that are why I like to stick to the roads when I can. Sometimes. Like, if I know it's an area where there aren't any, I don't bother with the roads. See, here there's a zombie right along there. Might as well. More powerful than what we were fighting back on the Kingsmouth area. Those Innsmouth track and field we're going to run into fairly frequently. If y'all remember when we used to occasionally run into... Nah, I'd have to go up on the hill to get that one. I'll find it later. Occasionally we'd have mobs run out of the woods and attack us. The Innsmouth track and field are basically those. Okay. Atlantic Island Park. Okay, so that's the carnival I was talking about. Charred corpse. We're trying to track down this...
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
Sleepless in Maine. What is my... Show me the ghost? That... Okay, destroy undead islanders. I can deal with that. Because, oh look, here's some right here. That's not too hard to do. So those are alive still. There's corpses on the mailbox. There's John Wolfe. Grab We're gonna go kill some of John's neighbors, who are already dead. Seven, I just need 8, so... Well, look, here. He's at a kindergarten.
Hello?
Odd place to be, John. Alright, John, let's go ahead and talk to you. Alright, the League of Monster Slayers. The forest that now crawl with the insectoid Akaba, once the training grounds of the League of Monster Slayers, a generational club of local teens. Was the League a product of childish imagination, or did they truly face down the occult? Their clubhouse may hold the answers. To learn about the League of Monster Slayers and what the kids knew, you must first find their treehouse. John Wolfe mentioned it being to the north of here. We haven't actually talked to him about that yet. Jack's back. Okay, so I have to have done something wicked first. Jack-o'-lantern has bad history with the old Henderson farm, and John Wolfe is seen as skulking around the pumpkin patch from time to time. He wants nothing to do with him, but won't stop the curious from finding out more. The pumpkin fields of the old Henderson farm lie to the south of John Wolfe's location. Go there and see if you can find Jack-o'-lantern or lure him out somehow. Black House. The burnout shell of the Black House sits like an accusation among Solomon Island's picket fences and hound houses. Its owner gone but not forgotten, a witch's curse is said to linger in the property, preying on trespassers. Wolfe spoke about the fate of the Black House and the woman who was burned alive inside it. Something haunts this gutted house that locals have shunned for decades. Find a way inside and put its spirit to rest. Okay, first we're going to do our dialogue, though.
Boone and I, we go way back. We may disagree on many things, often and vehemently. But we do agree on what's important. We share a common goal. As long as there's darkness, we will carry the torch. Here. Everywhere. Nothing will grow if the seed be not sown. I see us as gardeners of the mind. We instill hope where we can. The will to fight where possible, the spirit to persevere where necessary. How did we end up here? This is where it all begins. There are places worse off, more dangerous, darker. But it begins here. It begins now. Where it all leads, I don't know. Neither does Boone. We're going to see it through. Wherever it takes us. Human life is like the dew of morning. The body of man is like a flicker of lightning existing only to return to nothingness. But that doesn't mean we won't take up arms when that infinite darkness comes to claim us. It's not the sun that threatens the dew of mankind or electricity coursing through clouds. It's something unnatural, something old and angry. Bitter, and it has no place here. Before I learned the mysteries of this world, I saw mountains as mountains, oceans as oceans, and earth as earth. When I began to gain knowledge, I came to the point where I saw that mountains are not mountains, oceans are not oceans, and earth is not earth. But now that I've got its very substance, I'm at rest. Once again, I see mountains as mountains, oceans as oceans, earth as earth. The secret world is truly not. It's the world in front of us, above and beneath us, no more secret than the sun and the moon in the sky. Of course, there are places and things concealed to most. I lived once in a place I cannot return to. Can't find again. I've searched everywhere, but it's lost to me. Many masters have told me that I'll only find it once I stop searching for it. But how can I? That's like asking a man blinded to stop looking for the sun. It's impossible. I believe it has nothing to do with me searching for it or not. A miracle wants me back. It will have me back. Not before then. So I keep searching. And one day, maybe, that place will reveal itself to me. Once again.
Okay. Nope. All the missions he's offering of us, for us, hinge on us having... They'll stop the Edgar quest. So... here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to, for now, end the stream for the night. And I'm going to go back and finish off the Edgar quest at a later time. Because I don't think you guys want to see me slamming my head into that same quest over and over and over either. Once I've finished that, next month, when I come back to Final Week Frights, we'll go ahead and finish, come back here to do the next set of quests. Alright, so... I do want to thank those who came out tonight to watch. Sorry about that period where I was just trying the same quest over and over and over and failing every time. I'll figure it out, but I'm not going to do it on stream just because, again, I don't think you guys want to see me just banging into the same thing over and over and over and not getting anywhere. So, I do want to thank those who came out tonight. I hope that people had fun watching. I hope that people are enjoying watching The Secret World on the nights that I don't do Star Wars. Otherwise, though, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your week. I hope that you guys stay safe. You take care of yourselves. You take care of each other. And I'll see you tomorrow for the crafting stream.